Too sure about these. I'm not too sure how necessary they are. I am sure how easy they are to drop though. Oh, here it is.